So we will talk about how things be for Nigeria, especially with the state of insecurity across the country. And then we'll come down to the election proper for Anambra State and how preparation be, especially with you don't observe. Yesterday, we've been there the Dora Kunyili Center where we noticed they used to also be there present alongside the IG and some other dignitaries who've been there present for that stakeholders meeting. We also know say today again, that peace accord signing ceremony, you go also did there alongside the special guest we would expect. But before we go into all of those other matters, we could talk about how Nigeria be currently. And you be one person we don't really call for the government of Nigeria to stand up to their responsibility. I mean, they know they turn blind eye to certain things we don't they happen across the country. But how concerned you there about the level of insecurity around the country? Bandits there for northwest, Boko Haram there for northeast, and agitations don't they happen for southeast, and even some spots of violence we don't see for south. How concerned you there about the state of insecurity for Nigeria?
I guess everybody will get head, everybody will get brother, sister, when they live for this country where we call Nigeria. Nobody happy. Majority of Nigerians not happy. People where they live outside this country not happy. Anybody, anywhere you go, you mention Nigeria and that trouble, everybody go begin think of. So how the people where they lead us not take serious I see this kind of thing and they worry everybody, because but it also they should say the kind of people where we they elect for office, whether they get passion for how to solve the problem for our country, now be the biggest problem. But as you know, say anywhere you turn for this country now, wahala dey everywhere. No be saying no matter where we go just pray, say may God help us. God go help those who sabi help themselves. So every time we get opportunity to do election, na time we will go begin think proper which kind of person go feel represent us well.
You don't already question the passion of our leaders to see how they fit tackle this thing. But my follow-up question for this talk where you don't talk now, what will be your assessment of their response by the authorities? Our leaders, if you say that they do enough?
You know, say things hard, but if you dey inside house, they watch television, or mama dey inside kitchen, they cook. When you hear say children, they cry. Reasonable person, you go come out, go say, waiting happen. But the thing where they worry everybody past now, be say people just they die like chicken. And people were supposed to look after us. Nobody they bother to say, waiting they happen for Onana. Why una they fight? Now, small time they go tell you, say, big man carry plane, go here. Big man carry plane, go here. But place where they kill Nigerians like chicken. Inside forest, then they negotiate for ordinary citizens of Nigeria. Whether yesterday now you see them for one professor, university everywhere. So the thing where they worry me past now be say, if you remember for 9/11, when then President Bush, they with small children, they read book. They can't whisper to them, say trouble don't happen, don't happen for New York. He no panic, but immediately he finish, he enter plane, run go ground zero for New York. Now so leaders supposed to be. We know say problem go come, but the saddest thing where they pain me past now be say then they kill people. Somebody go sit down for villa, write paper, say we sorry you, this kind of thing not supposed to happen. If president physically go the place where people die, you be proper politician. You go the place where people die for sympathy. Okay, he go tell the criminal, say these people make we fear them. Make we fear them because they get people. But the criminals know say no matter how many of us they kill, nobody go do anything. So this is what is making everybody very sad. But the way things are going, we just pray that somehow things don't get too bad. But as I said, the leaders where they lead us, I wish say when this kind of thing happen, our president will come out, JJ. It can be everywhere, but maybe we just see say president show say this thing pain them too much.
You don't mention the thing when you feel say go be the response, but if you get the opportunity to meet with President Buhari, will be Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces, what do you go tell him about this?
In the meet with the ministers now, in the meet with nobody be Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of Nigeria.
But if you get opportunity to meet with him, what do you go tell him?
If I get opportunity to meet him, him to know my mind. Even if I not talk him, I don't talk him for radio, talk him for paper. Okay, people where they advise am go here. The thing where they pay me pass na him be say man no be God. Okay, now only God sabi everything. But something happen to you. If I be your friend, and my mama die, and you no telephone me, you no show me any sympathy. After I bury my mama, me and you, our friendship go get one kind. So now he say the ordinary people of Nigeria feel like say they no get person will be headmaster for this school. So now him they pay me pass, and I don't know say whether president really need anybody to go tell and say, "Oh God, wake up, people are dying in Nigeria, and that's what you're supposed to do." No, then they see the thing where they happen everywhere now. You go, one person die for America, president go talk. Okay, 3 people die in France, prime minister, everybody, everywhere you turn in the world, there's nowhere that you say people they die like chicken. And people where the governor, then they meet every Wednesday now, waiting, then they talk.
Okay, what could shift come out from the President Buhari and people waiting for the executive arm of government? What could talk about the role of religious leaders? You dissatisfied with the role of religious leaders, especially for this region, so don't mention of, and you feel say your colleagues need to do more. You think say your colleagues need to do more?
The position whether they hold, no be people elect me. Me I be bishop of Catholic Church. You know me say I no fit talk to Anglican, Baptist, Muslim, Christian. Yes, I fit talk. Secondly, I no get budget where I go say, see my team here. I no get policeman, I no get prison. I no fit carry person go prison say because this happen. People they talk say what religious leader fit do. When we elect people put for office, remember all these politicians now then they run around, they knock our door, they go everywhere, they beg us, they kneel, they beg us make we vote for them. We vote for them, make them solve our problem. So for you to tell me say wetin religious leader fit do, really, I mean na citizen I be. I have one protection from government. I no get army when I go send anywhere. My own na just to talk and to encourage our people. So but you fit dey encourage people. If you dey encourage pikin where they cry and im mama no show attention, or you encourage pikin where they drive from school and im papa no show attention, after some time even you where they encourage, people go begin look you one kind now. So we do our best, but not be only prayer. Okay. Secondly, we are citizens. Everybody, and this is the beauty of a democracy. Say everybody get mad way if you talk, but religious leaders are doing their best. The important thing I be say, na church, na inside church with the talk. Anywhere we see something to say, we go chook mouth, make people hear. But after that, police supposed to do the thing with the job where they pay them to do. Government supposed to do the work where they ask them to do. So me as an individual, I'm a citizen. All of us are citizens, but we get people where we elect. We beg us say make we elect them so that they can solve our problem. So we must make sure that we are pushing the ball back to the court of those will be. Now then they chop our money. Now then they carry our money. So if they carry the money, do something different, and we are suffering, we go talk. But after we talk, ordinary people like you, make we also put mouth, because nobody say person go talk for on our behalf. Hausa man say if you carry another person mouth, chop onion. So everybody go do your own. So nobody say we go say what the religious leaders they do. Religious leaders too, they are struggling for their own life.
Yes. True. We could come down small to some of the agitations that don't happen for Nigeria. We get the call for Yoruba Nation for the West, for East here where they will get the call for IPOB to separate, come out from Nigeria. What do you make of IPOB and the agitation to become separate states?
You see, if you dey for school, or you dey even for family, even though na papa they pay school fees, okay, and there are 5 of you or 10 of you in the house, everybody get the subject where you want to read. Everybody get the kind of life where you want to live. Your brother, your sister, everybody get your own. But as children they grow, their noise go plenty. So Nigeria people don't go school. Everywhere you turn, many families there with 10 children, there are graduates. People go school proper. Many of the terrorists around the world today, they go school. But if person go school, come get read book proper, your papa invest for you, you invest in yourself, and then you come out, job no day. What you go do with yourself? So the agitation, nobody say the agitation a bad thing. Now the style of agitation ain't bad. So and democracy, the beauty of democracy now be say everybody feel talking on. Now the people where they hear, now them go say, okay, how we go take correct this one? That is why people where they agitate, some go enter politics, others don't go enter politics. But people where we call representatives, whether now state house of representatives, now we that they represent, like Anambra State House of Assembly. Every Anambra person supposed to be inside that house, but because 5 million Anambra people no fit enter one house, now we say, okay, make you go represent us. So the problem where we get, we ourselves, now we say we elect people, then we go to sleep. So if we want, so the idea is, if you want, whether independent state of Biafra, anybody is free to say, this is what I want. But how do we achieve it? Okay? If you are, again, we go back to family. You tell your mama say, na yam, you want chop. Your brother say, na bread, you want chop. Another person say, na tea, you want drink. Now, mama get only 2 hands now. But you go hear everybody and they say, so how we go make sure, say, we get food where everybody fit chop? So the agitation no bad, because everywhere in the world, everybody is agitating. But now the strategy where we take the door, now be the matter of concern. Because as we did democracy, if you want to do this thing, you have to persuade other people, make them follow you too. Because even if you want to create a separate local government, separate state, you go beg other people, the thing when I, now here this thing they pay me, make you help me put mouth. And in a democracy, I help you, you help me. I scratch your back, you scratch my back. True. That's all democracy day.
True. We know say Nnamdi Kanu are the leader of this group, the indigenous people of Biafra. You don't ever meet the leader, Nnamdi Kanu, before?
I never meet him, but the thing what happened, I be say, the time when they fed catch up, take and go, a person called me, he said, I be Nnamdi Kanu lawyer. He say, you want make we talk? I said, no, me I dey here, no problem. After some time, I don't hear from them again. But the thing where they worry me past now, I be say, for this kind of thing, law and judge no go fit solve everything. Certain problems there. If you get problem with your family, if you go court, but court, the problem with court now be say somebody go win, somebody go lose. Now the thing where where we dey now, my own mouth now be say, if for better as the place where we dey now, okay, whether I pop or whatever. And if you say, look, this now the thing where they worry us. Make we find people, whether for Anambra, outside Anambra, make them help us chook mouth for our talk. Make government know say now the thing where we want be this. Because whether Nnamdi Kanu or IPOP, when I no get army where I go take confront federal government. And the thing where they pay me pass with where we dey now. Now I say this one now inside house, so we lock our house, they fight for ourselves. Nobody say Abubakar dey here we go die, or nobody say Hassan dey here we. Now we among ourselves. And if Anambra people feel learn lesson, or even the people of the supporters of IPOP or whatever, they feel learn lesson. Now I say make them look the thing they happen for northern Nigeria, where people don't come take over. Brother, there is killing brother every day, and in their own house, in their own home, brothers are kidnapping brothers. We know they go. We know, nobody say we get war with Cameroon or Ghana or any place. This one is our own. So with Anambra people, my own position I be say young people make una know say tomorrow now and I get them. Our own time don't begin the past. We don't, many of us don't begin near injury time now. But whatever it is you want, the way society they grow and be say this one go do. When time reach for him to go, he go hand over to this person. This one go do. When time pass, he go hand over. Igbo people, everybody know. Everybody know. They work hard. Everybody know they don't read book. Anambra na here Nnamdi Azikiwe come. Na here Ojukwu come. Na here Pius Okibo come. Na here Chuba Okadibo come. People will come up from this place. No be small thing. Cardinal Arinze will nearly become Pope now from Anambra. So Anambra people get to buckle up because other people supposed to they learn from Anambra.
Anyway, you don't make mention of how if you say for the struggle to achieve what they want to achieve, they need to talk to their neighbors, discuss with them if then they in agreement with waiting they fight for. But what do you make of the method so far where IPOB don't use, especially to call for the struggle? At least for some years now, we don't hear the agitations where they make. So far, with their methods where they don't show, what do you make of them?
Well, the truth is that me, I know too sabi. Everybody they mention Nnamdi Kanu, but after that, I don't know who the other people are. And if you deal with organization and you know get structure where somebody go fit follow proper, you know easy. But either way, no matter what you talk, no matter what you talk, you know, there are times that maybe you want something from your papa. Okay, but you know, say either your papa not a tough man or whatever. Sometimes you go whisper to your mother, make he help you talk to your papa. Or something happen with your uncle. Or you got so the point I'm making is yes, people are right to say nah, the thing where they worry us be this. But if you say you want independence from Nigeria, to say we're not fighting another independence. You know, not the people the whole Nigeria. Now Nigeria the whole Nigeria. So the thing when they talk now be say even a strategy, I never see the clear strategy. Because people, okay, you tell people to sit down at home. People get to chop. You tell people to sit down at home. All women, there are people, children are being born every day. You tell people not to chop. Maybe, okay, people are not, you are telling people not to do this. But what is their reward? So, because after some time, people will begin to ask themselves, waiting our own for this one. So even the engagement with the people of the Southeast themselves, you don't get a sense that there is proper coordination, because you're supposed to talk to people. Nobody says okay, make people no go vote, make people no go farm, make people no sit at home. For Nigeria, sit at home. There is no food for lazy man. So drive away they drive a lorry, right? No food for lazy man. Igbo no be lazy man. So people get, and when you develop strategy, after some time you say this strategy is the work. I feel find another strategy. And as I said, if you are dealing with other people in the house, you get to now. So international community they work. Many of the things you see being solved in the United Nations, you go find person whether inside Nigeria or outside Nigeria, whether inside Anambra or outside Anambra, we say here now this thing they worry us. Make you go help us talk to. Then you decide. Then they go tell you, say, okay, yes, we hear you, but now so we go do it. So nobody say you go just carry yourself, go say now you, between you and nobody say they are fighting Buhari. After in another 20 or so months, Buhari go. Okay, but so the question might be say, if you are fighting, whom are you fighting and what are you fighting for? Okay, you say you want independence. Out of who? Out of Nigeria. How then they fight for? Even our own independence. Now we talk now. Now for round table. Mandela stayed prison 27 years. The matter one end. Now table the matter end. So any of these things, not be say you go sit down for bush or anywhere, because table goes day. Person goes see person, then you say this is the one you want. You say okay, if you want this you must do this, if you do this you will get this. So in the long run, whether no matter how IPOP do or anybody will get agitation or anxiety, including now the thing that they tell Boko Haram, if you say you want to live in an Islamic state, fine, again you get to negotiate. Everybody can say this is what he wants, but you have to negotiate with other people.
You don't touch on my follow-up question. I want to ask, this sit at home where they don't call for, If you say they in the best interest of the people, you already point out, say, Igbo people not be lazy people. Igbo people like to do business, open shop, run their hotels, that kind of thing. But now we run the call for sit at home even before Saturday election. If you say this will help democratic process for Anambra where the election they happen this weekend.
You know, go help them because as I talk, if you say you no go vote, now vote be that. Only say na negative vote. So whether you vote or you no vote, other people go vote. If you say make people sit down for house, you no go force them say they, you know, make them not come out. Those way one come out because, and this is again the thing where we supposed to gauge because beggar where they beg for northern Nigeria where I come from. Sometimes the beggar go say, if Friday when Muslim they gather for prayer, if Friday go good, that is if I go get plenty money on Friday, I go begin see them on Wednesday. So if you say you want an independent country, people where they live here must begin to see signs. Say if Biafra come now, so it go be. And so, but if you are making this and then people are afraid, you are making people afraid. If we come out and go kill us or whatever the case may be, then you go hard because people supposed to see the kind of future where if this thing become reality, now so it go be. But if you are telling people sit at home and if you come out, this is what we are going to do, and people begin to live in fear, that time don't pass now.
We still say you don't meet with some of the big organs, them like the IG, the national chairman of INEC, and even the state level chairman ahead of this election on Saturday. From your own assessment, from all of these meetings where you don't get, how ready if you say the state be, especially from INEC and all the other stakeholders for this election on Saturday? How ready you don't assess them?
Okay, make I give you an example. It could be like say, okay, you invite me, say you want marry. Okay, I go assume say you don't pay school, you know, you don't pay dowry. Your coat don't ready, the bridal gown don't ready and everything. So INEC want conduct election. The question I be say INEC on the thing where I want to do this election, everything they nobody say you come church now for wedding, then they look for ring. You say you forgot the ring at home. So the INEC don't open mouth tell everybody. Chairman talk am say this is how far we have gone. Now we don't with everything done ready for this event. Everything is ready. The sensitive, non-sensitive material don't come. The sensitive material, as we were coming from Enugu 2 days ago, with my own koro eye, I see central bank motor they move. So INEC don't do the one way you're supposed to do. IG come tell everybody, say look, the one way they say make we do, make sure say everybody is secure. We don't finish them. You sit down there and listen. Everybody ask question. People ask question. IG answer question. So the challenge for me, so as a Nigerian, I be say, you know, say everybody they fear police. We supposed to love police. Police tell us say police are your friend. But if person see police now for Nigeria, now run it go run because we fear arrest, we fear shoot outside, we fear stray bullet, we fear. So police themselves get how they go fit make ordinary people know say we are here to protect you or to make sure that you do the one you are supposed to do. So and luckily for us, INEC don't talk say even people where they do magu during the election or when you know people will want to stop the process. If they arrest you, they will prosecute you. So INEC is ready. Security people don't tell you say they are ready. Everywhere you turn now you see security. But for me the greatest challenge I be say make people know say police where they here now to protect you and to defend you if you want to go and vote, they are to make sure that nobody stops you from voting. So for me, now that small line of communication, and they worry me, say whether make people, people go see plenty police, they say, now trouble be this, so make we no go out, because if they shoot you, they go shoot you for nothing. And within Niger, where this kind of thing don't happen, there plenty people there where they say stray bullet or this one. So, but now election, the police, they here to try and make sure, say, nobody stop another person from doing what he wants to do. If you don't want to go and vote, no problem. Nobody go come knock your door, say, why you watch television on Saturday? Go vote. But people will just encourage you. But for me, my own message now be say, whether you vote or you don't vote, Obia no go.
Anambra as a state for Nigeria, you no be stranger to the states. And you don't follow up some of the things where they happen for the region. What will be your expectation of the next governor of the state? At least by Sunday, Monday, we'll find out who will take over and who will win the election. What will be your own expectation?
The good thing I be saying, next governor of Anambra, his name no go be Hassan, his name no go be Abdul Salami, his name no go be Abubakar. His name go be one of the 18 people wait there for paper. And he go be say him be true son of Anambra. Him grow up for Anambra. So no be the first thing to make Anambra people sabi na him be say now own son. So whether you say you reject, know how one of them go come. So we supposed to celebrate this opportunity where we, because not Pope come here. I was Secretary General. Pope came here in 1998.
Right.
Okay, the governor was a man from Sokoto. He was a Muslim. So things don't change. Now we can see our own sons and our daughters, our brothers and cousins and uncles. So now the first game be that. Second game now be say, no matter the kind of people when I see, and luckily I sabi many of them, all of them. I mean not all of them, but most of them. And the third thing I be say, people go school. Many of the people who want to be governor, they don't do something where people feel say, this person, if he. So those are the issues. And in the campaign, people maybe don't tell you, say, if we come, now this one will fit do, now this one will not fit do, and so on and so forth. So the first thing I be say, Anambra lucky, because you get high caliber people where they contest to, and they have a chance to choose somebody that can represent them well. So my hope is that whether you enter this train or you not enter this train, train go move. Train go move. And that is the beauty of democracy. If you know put your vote to try and choose the person where you say you want to choose. Whether you people stay at home or whatever, you are stay at home, the person will become governor. Even not be the one where you want, he go still govern you, whether you like it or not. So the beauty of democracy now is everybody get chance. If you want to vote, if you don't want to vote, but the one way worry me past now be say those where no one vote. Okay? Those where no one vote. You cannot stop, and you should not stop those who want to vote. So for me, that is the most important. It's like telling me now that because I don't like to eat abacha, therefore, if you see me buying abacha, you hold my hand and say, I don't feel buy abacha because you know the chopper. Which I don't go put them for your mouth now. So the important thing I be say, this election, and INEC is ready, security people are ready, and then finally for young people, all these people where they run around, they carry cutlass. At the end of the day, whether if you kill person, they will take you, put you for prison. You go there prison for 20, 30 years. By the time you come out for prison, now old man you be. Secondly, now be say you come out for do nonsense. I mean somebody will kill you. They kill you now. Your grandmama where they sit down for house, you never see something to chop. Now him go bury you, or your mama now him go bury. No, so young people make them know say na their future, then they squander. So if anybody say make you go do any bad thing on their behalf, no be say when time come for you to die, nobody the person will make you to go die. No go say, oh come on, make I die for you. You no go work like that. If they say then go take you go prison, you go prison, the man will continue with his life, whether in their government house or wherever. So make people think wisely. Democracy now be say make my life improve. If you don't improve this time, I will try again. So for me, that, I mean, that is the beauty of the system.
Thank you, Bishop, for your time and the time where you make to sit down and talk with BBC News Pigeon.